Hey, it's your boy SergDragon, and welcome back to the second part of this week's Heaven's Monsters podcast, featuring our review of 205 Live, NXT, Mayan Classic, Lucha Underground, and finally, Impact Wrestling. I'm going to speed run through the first three, and as always, will not forget to mention who's with me. As always, it's T-Money, King of Puppies. There you go. So, with that said, speed run. With 205 Live, we had freaking Cedric Alexander and Tony Nese and the main event going out and tearing it up with each other, doing all sorts of stunts. And Tony Nese, surprisingly, after Cedric Alexander losing his Cruiserweight title at Super Showdown, needed this win, couldn't get the job done. For some reason, he was using move after move, and they're just not working. So Tony Nese, using his patented knee shot, which is basically a running knee, in the corner when he's laying like this. But he didn't end it. That's his usual way. Commentary was even mentioning it. Usually ending that move, he went for a 450 splash and ended it. But that wasn't even the most shocking thing. Ladies and gentlemen, during an open challenge from Leo Rush fighting one of the members of Lucha House Party, someone interfered in the match. And a music that was all too familiar for those who do remember. Maria Kanellis came out. And if she came out, that meant only one thing. Mike Kanellis was not too far. Wearing his new custom painted on the back of his wife and his baby, Mike Kanellis showed up and attacked both those two people. And they made their presence known that Mike Kanellis is now in the Cruiserweight division on 205 Live. Next, let's go on to NXT. This guy don't watch all this. So you'll hear mostly me, but then I'll be talking about certain things that's going to surprise even him. Starting off with the kicker on NXT. Tommaso Ciampa and Velveteen Dream were having a little spat before somebody by the name of Nikki Cross, the fourth and female member of Sanity, who's still on NXT and not Monday Night Raw or SmackDown, even though we did see her on Monday Night Raw when they announced Evolution, just for the record. And what the people were cheering, bro, and I wanted his reaction. I didn't tell him this before we were prepping. They were saying triple threat with the three people in the ring. 2 men, 1 woman.
Well, that's just weird. You can't, they has allowed, you can't put your hands on women no more.
That's how much people were wanting that match. They love Nikki Cross. She is so crazy. She'll fight, man. I got a little clip from the footage with her actually getting nuzzling on the Tommaso Ciampa and messing with the tonsils in the Velveteen Dream's jack. I don't know, the wires, the little tonsils. Is that what they call it? Tonsils? Little decorations. And
rhinestones? Are you wearing rhinestones?
I don't know. They're just dangling little decorations on his jacket, kind of like what Bailey had and what Sting had. What Sting had on his jacket. He has those things hanging.
Oh yeah.
But he had it on the back of his jacket, like right here.
Yeah, on both arm and his back.
Yeah, but his is more custom made style. He doesn't have it on his sleeves.
Well, he did back in the day.
No, I mean Velveteen Dream.
Okay.
In which case, she was getting up all in their face and telling them, I know what you did. To Velveteen Dream. And then saying that right after smacking his spike.
But here's the thing. If like they said, the fans are chanting triple threat, people like the Raw roster and the SmackDown roster are going to be saying to WWE, how come this girl wants to fight the men, but with us, we guys, we can't get physical with a woman.
Yeah. That's another thing I forgot to mention. I needed to post that on Twitter. Paige, you messed up, girl. She's saying for the first time ever in WWE. That's a lie.
What?
Okay. Coming soon, I think it was supposed to be an Evolution.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. It's going to be Charlotte versus Becky in a last woman standing match.
Mm-hmm.
First ever? No, it's not. Because Asuka and Nikki Cross had a last woman standing match in NXT. I think months ago, not in this year.
But that's not
in this year. So it's not a first for WWE. That's already happened in NXT.
Well, that actually it's happened way back then.
The last woman standing match?
Yeah, but they call it a last. They used to call it a last diva standing match. That's what they call it. Because Trish Stratus, China did that with Ivory.
I would say this though. I would agree with people that they were just cheering, loving the fact that a crazy chick was knocking the mic not once but twice out of the NXT's heel champion. Yeah. She just giving her reason to piss him off. Everybody was loving it. I was loving it. I was like, "Thank you, Nikki. Thank you." Everybody was screaming, "Nikki, Nikki, Nikki!" And then when she was saying, she got down on low to the microphone and she says, I know. She was trying to point out that she knows who attacked Aleister Black, which is still being investigated, and it's getting close, but Nikki's not talking. So William Regal, the general manager of NXT, is trying his best to narrow it down. Mm-hmm. And everybody's screaming, she knows something, she knows something, she knows. I was like, I just love the fans of NXT. Because when was the last time you heard anybody in the crowd scream, WWE, WWE? Mm-hmm. You hear NXT, NXT, ECW, ECW, Lucha, Lucha. But then they changed it because of the Lucha Underground. They went, ole, 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 Lucha, Lucha. That's the actual battle cry for showing love to Lucha Underground. Because don't get it twisted with Lucha, Lucha. They don't want to get twisted.
But one thing you heard that he's saying with the fans, we want puppies.
I don't know. But WWE NXT is getting so much love that every single night when you start watching the show, after the theme song, you start hearing the fans saying, NXT, NXT, NXT. Even people on 205 Live are screaming, 205, 205. And they didn't even do that at the beginning. But now they are, because they are saying, holy shit, to some of the stunts that I showed you between Tommaso Ciampa and, no wait, Hideo Itami. I'm getting my names mixed up. Hideo Itami and Mustafa Ali. Yeah. Those two tore it up.
But see, they did that back in the day.
Yeah, it hasn't been seen in WWE for a while. That's why everybody was loving 205 Live just for stunts like that. And they're still doing it. They haven't stopped. It's nonstop. I love it. Other than that, certain other matches I'm not going to mention. We got this guy beating the most fabulous or cleaner. I don't know. Fuck it.
But you know, the people who are not. There's two guys that NXT got the lowest ratings, bro.
Who?
Wrestling has reported that 205 Live and NXT got the lowest ratings.
Yeah, because they're only WWE network.
Yeah,
that's why. But one match is definitely going to raise eyebrows because of the fact that
all the matches they saying, including not just that, all the matches.
No, I don't believe it. That's because nobody's watching it on television. They're watching it on WWE Network. We're getting less views because of that.
Most ratings they got on like it's most of the shows get a lot of ratings. Raw and SmackDown. Well, mostly Raw. SmackDown gets some.
Yeah. But the match, I'll say this was a show stealer, between a triple threat between the UK champion, Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight, Adam Cole, baby, of the Undisputed Era, taking on I gotta say this right, the North American champion, Ricochet. in a triple threat match. In which that match, I was fast forwarding through a lot of it and having to go back because of some of the stunts that were just so crazy. They were flipping, they were hitting, they were kicking, they were... Woo! And it ended in a way that people just did not see coming. Ricochet retained his title by seeing Pete Dunne use his finisher on Adam Cole, and then out of nowhere from across the freaking ring, he was like, here's them, this is the center of the ring, they're over here, and here comes Ricochet, flipping, I tell you, 460, fuck 460, he did 630, something like freaking Prince Puma of Lucha Underground, bam, right there, right on him, and pinned him, 1, 2, 3, good God, you want to talk about a man who earns that title?
And that the dude who did those ropes, and did some kind of flip. I'm trying to think, what was that guy's name? Because I know The Rock mentioned him. He did some kind of move where The Rock saw him doing like some kind of, you know how The Rock does people's elbow?
Mm-hmm.
The Rock was saying some guy that he saw on television was doing something like that, but instead he hit him with the swanton bomb.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what his name. I can't think of his name. Yeah.
You got me on that one.
Yeah.
Other than that, moving on to the Mae Young Classic. 4 women. It was the last round for the second round. Going into the semifinals? No. Quarterfinals. That's what it is. Going into the quarterfinals are now all named up. Including, sadly, the person who beat my favorite, our hometown girl of Houston, Texas, Caitlyn, tapped out to my second pick, the former name Jade in Impact Wrestling, former member of the Dollhouse, longtime veteran wrestler worldwide, Maya Y-I-M.
Well, she's not a veteran.
Yam? Oh, no. She's kind of a... Well, not in WWE. Not in WWE.
Well,
I'm saying wrestler in general.
In Japan, probably.
No, worldwide.
No, that's what they
worldwide.
Said. That's what
the chick who's KM's sister?
Oh, you're talking about Sienna.
No. She fought with her. Jade and Sienna were traveling around the world. They gave you a history.
Well, that was like,
you have to watch this, bro. I'm not kidding. They gave you a history lesson. These chicks were wrestling around the world for years. Like good 10 years.
But I'm saying, when they talking about a veteran as in like legend.
No, that's what the commentators were saying, okay? I'm just telling you what they said. Veterans.
No, I'm talking about Vince McMahon and Triple H said that she's not, they're not actually
fuck them, man. Fuck them. You can say veterans in WWE, but in wrestling around the world, that's a totally different thing. Mm-hmm. In which, apparently, from what you say, veteran, word veteran does not apply to Vince unless they're in WWE, and that's fucked up.
But I'm talking about, he's talking about a veteran. Vince McMahon, Triple H, and Stephanie said, including Shane, a veteran is someone who's been wrestling for 20 years or 21 years.
Now in this day and age, we got 10 years.
No, they still count that to this day.
Shoot, we got a woman who was actually wrestling for 16 years. They're calling her a veteran.
Yeah, that counts.
Jade and Serena are veterans on account that they're saying that, that she is.
Veteran, but veteran.
No. I'm just saying that the commentary were saying that. We had Michael Cole, Beth Phoenix, and Renee Young all saying that. I'm not kidding.
Because they get to write their own lines, bro. They're just not telling them to say that.
You gonna say that at Michael Cole?
You damn right.
Out of which the second rounds is done with. Quarterfinals will be happening next week. The line for Evolution is getting thinner because those 2 finalists will be fighting at Evolution. So if it's semifinals, it's going to be 4 matches only.
I gotta say, Kaylin.
Yeah.
Kaylin, you better start winning all your matches, because if you don't, who knows what WWE is going to do?
No, she got eliminated. That's what I'm trying to tell you. After that, you're trying to say.
Yeah, I'm saying that because they fired her.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. She might show up. She might show up for Evolution in a battle royale.
But I'm saying
they might do that.
They're saying that if she doesn't win her matches, because that's the reason why they fire her in the first place.
Ah, damn.
So she better start winning all her matches.
Yeah, I hope so too, because that's our girl, man. That's our H-Town. Got to show some Houston love. I love the fact that she still hails from Houston too. She says, from Houston, Texas.
And
I like that.
Actually, she lives in Galveston now.
No, they said from Houston, Texas.
No, that's it. She grew up in Houston, but she's
Galveston's still a part of Houston, bro. Even the comic books and Spider-Man will tell you that. Where the hell is Galveston? You don't know Houston then. I love that. I love reading the Scarlet Spider-Man series, the current one, not the old one, the current one, because that one was in Houston, Texas. Even talking about the Houston Heat, like God, it's like my sweat is wet. I loved it. But this is not about comic books here. Even though WWE has their own comic books, I don't know if they still produce them though. I don't know. I was at Borders when they were still around. Mm-hmm. I saw a little comic book. I gotta see if our local library has them. I'll see. Anyway, moving on from the Mae Young Classic onto Lucha Underground, and it was crazy. Let's see. First thing started was Taya made her return, calling out Antonio Cueto, the owner of Lucha Underground, and saying she wanted to fight the monster Matanza Cueto for ruining her wedding a couple of weeks ago. Almost 2 months, they're saying. Has time flew that fast? Damn. But he made it into a sacrifice to the gods match. In which case, she was tearing through Matanza like nobody did. But then she was starting to lose, and interfering was, of course, her faithful husband. You know him as Johnny Mundo. He kicked that son bitch in the face. They were tearing up, and they got away, and no sacrifice. But prior to that, come next week, I think, they will start doing the pay-per-view quality in parts, in episodes, no pay-per-views, free for television if you got El Rey on your dish or cable or whatever the hell you got, Fire Stick. And it will be a sacrifice to the gods at Ultima Lucha 4 between Johnny Mundo and the Mansa Matanza Cueto.
Bro, Fire Stick is like a movie thing where you show movies and television shows.
Yeah, they might do that too for that.
No,
if they could download it.
It's illegal.
Like I said, I didn't say it was. I didn't say it was. I said that.
Because people, if you have Fire Stick, like it's illegal to have Fire Stick. You know, people still have it anyway. They don't care.
Famous B came out of retirement saying that he licensed himself, signed himself. How do you become your own manager and your own talent? How?
If you're Hill, you can say that.
No, he's just I don't even know if he's a heel. I was like, well, I don't know. But
I can see that though.
But I'll say this much: he got his ass whooped. Mm-hmm. That didn't help because Ricky Mundo, a fanboy of Johnny Mundo, who even changed his last name to Mundo, went in there, whooped his ass, and announced that saying that Johnny and Taya are cowards, that they left the ring already, left the building, the temple, whatever. And he officially announced what we already knew, that he was the one that unleashed Matanza, the monster, on their wedding and ruined it. So now it's going to be a match between Taya and Ricky Mundo at Ultima Lucha 4. A tag team match was then made between two people who are going to fight and another set. We got the Mac versus... Damn it, his name just slipped out of my mind. Mil Muertes. 1,000 deaths, that's what I was saying. In a death match. I forget the stipulations of the rules, but I know death match with a name like that is not going to be fun.
I heard that name in WCW. They said that name.
Mil Muertes teamed up with Dark Phoenix, or Evil Phoenix. A lot of people want to say Dark Phoenix, but I call him Evil Phoenix. In which case, he had a piece of that woman's soul tainted into his soul when Aerostar put it back. So now he's evil and he's working well with Mil Muertes in that match, and they got the win. One with a flatliner to the back, and his opponent at Ultima Lucha will be SergDragon Jr. And he delivered a muscle buster onto Azteca Jr. I was like, I haven't seen him use that move in a while. Or at all, I don't think. Shit. He's a high flyer striker. I never seen him use a muscle buster before.
I've seen people wrestlers use that stuff.
And moving on to that is the freaking last the match of the night between Zero Miedo, Pentagon Doc versus Martinez, new girl. It's a tricky name for me, but it's the Black Widow of Lucha Underground. I was kind of thinking, because I showed this guy, I'm thinking that it's Rosemary. I can't help but shake that feeling. I got to do my research on this woman and then find out if it is.
I'll Google Rosemary
and see if if she's got a Lucha Underground name. If she does, then I'm right. If not, then maybe I'm wrong. Or look her up in general. This Retisa.
I'll go on Wikipedia so I can find if that's really her.
Damn. Anyway, that was
No, it's not her.
That's not her?
No.
Damn. She's a dead ringer. I'll tell you that much.
That's someone else.
Yeah. I'll look up the information for that. I'll go ahead and do that. But that woman could fucking fight! Pentagon Jr. is a collector of bones, a prince of darkness. And this guy is giving everything he's got in the bag of tricks he's got to finish her off, and she just keeps coming back. I'm like, damn, this chick is bad. She even did, she pulled the freaking Canadian Destroyer on Pentagon Doc. A woman did that. I was like, damn. Fucking damn near took him out. He couldn't believe it. He's like, what the hell just happened? God, yeah. But that was crazy, dude. I'm serious. That was crazy.
I've seen women do wrestling was on a man before.
Oh, he's crazier. Because he won the match. He won the match with a small package running power driver. And he pulled out the thumbtacks. And here comes Marv Martinez with a barbed wire bat, getting his hands all bloody from hitting him. And he shows it.
You think he is mankind?
He's getting hardcore as fuck. No, but they pulled even one stunt that I'm glad they didn't do. Ooh, man, everybody was scared out of their minds. I imagine people in the front row. Freaking woman got gasoline and poured it all over Pentagon Dark. And he had a lighter. Hey. He had those flints. You know, with the lighter.
That's happened in WWE.
And he blew it, and that was the end of the episode. He just...
That's happened the day before with Kane.
God, that was a preview. I know for a fact if they brought gasoline and lighters and thumbtacks, Zero Miedo match between Pentagon Dark and the Marty the Marth Martinez for the Lucha Underground title.
Yeah. But see, bro, if it's like a hardcore match. You know, anything goes.
Fuck hardcore. Fuck hardcore. It's ECW fan favorite fucking match. That's what it is. People are going to be screaming ECW. I bet everybody's going to be saying, oh no.
They did that in WWE. Lucha. They did that in WCW.
Lucha.
They did that in WWE and WCW.
Yeah. Okay, we got 5 minutes left. Let's go ahead and mention Impact. In which case, the damn things are getting too crazy. I'm going to mention Grado's match first. That was the weirdest one. He fought this Mexican guy that was supposed to be a Mexican version of Grado? Like what? You got a big short stack. It's pretty weird to describe him, let me tell you. One, he's wearing a skirt in black. He had this robe, which is pink and black and white. He had a big mohawk, meaning all of this was shaved, and it's up to here. Fluffy. Not sticking up like freaking Sheamus. Oh, it's fluffy. Meaning it's suede. And he had a shirt underneath that jacket saying, "Kiss me."
Okay, now we got a second. Okay, now we got a second gay man in Impact Wrestling. That's something. First, Orlando Jordan.
He's Triple A.
First, no.
He's Triple A. No, back in his T-shirt. Hey, that's the Mexican wrestling brand.
Yeah. I'm saying first Orlando Jordan, now him.
They're still talking smack about him on YouTube, dude. Failed in WWE and failed in TNA. Poor Orlando Jordan.
I still remember him come out with a Velvet Sky outfit.
I remember the fucking the caution tape. That's what I fucking remember.
I remember the Hooters outfit. Oh God, no.
He ain't got nothing on Exolicious, I'll tell you that much in Lucha Underground. That guy shakes his ass like a bootish, jiggling, shaking twerk. He's a black, Hispanic-looking dude with blonde hair, looking like that basketball player that showed up in WWE. That was and he's got a nose pierced just like that guy too.
I bet someone's like, I'm gonna put hot sauce in my eyes and I'm starting to see that.
Might as well. We got some trips. What's even funnier is his number one move, signature move was kissing the guy in the face. He was like, no.
Just imagine.
And he did. He kissed Grado and he got the win. And then Grado surprised all of us by kissing him in the face. And he's like, I was like, I told you this is what's going to happen. I told you. Just wait. Now that he did that, watch his friend who sings. He's going to make a love song for that shit. Everybody's going to make an innuendo out of it and say, Grado, that's a love song for you, dude. Dude, don't be dancing that shit, dude. And it's going to be I'm homophobic, okay? I have nothing against gays. They can marry and kiss whoever the fuck they want. I just don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
That's just disturbing.
Y'all can do it all y'all want. I just don't want to see it. Yeah.
Especially it'll be disturbing him bending over picking up something.
Out of which, let's talk about Allie.
Yeah. I was thinking, when I saw that, is she going to try to bring back the Demon Bunny Rosemary? Put her
I don't know. Because she was able to come back thanks to the guy who is the father of the Abyss.
James Mitchell.
Pointed out that the man downstairs has her soul. So she's walking around without a soul. Was what he's saying. But she was persistent in thinking that she wanted her soul back. Nope. She wants her friend.
I'm going to say this. Guys, I miss the goofy Allie. That's all I can say.
What was her name? The black girl with red hair? Hogan?
Kira Hogan.
That's how Allie is trying to get her friend back, because she was put in a coffin thanks to Su Yung last week. So, next week, we don't know.
But what about...
Oh, wait. This Sunday is Bound for Glory.
Yeah.
That's where it's going to happen.
What about Rosemary? You need Rosemary more than her.
Yeah. And don't be surprised Rosemary might show up instead of her.
Yeah.
That's going to be funny.
Yeah.
I like to see the getup they're going to use to showcase that. The soul going down to hell and getting her friend back. I like to see how they do stuff like that. That's what I like about Impact. I like that.
Because I was saying they need extra help. If you're going against Su Yung and the rest of her Demon Bride henchwomen, that's what you
Zombie bridemaids.
People,
Corpse bridemaids.
Somebody said Demon Bride. I don't know why on YouTube.
I don't know. I forget. They got so many nicknames.
Yeah.
Out of which the main event was Johnny Impact, Eddie Edwards, and Falaba versus Austin, Moose, and Killer Cross.
What were they thinking of teaming with Falaba?
Because he's buddies with KM, and he got the same treatment as Eddie Edwards and Johnny Mundo.
But people say that he's like the weak link was in that match.
In that match. Yeah. True, but he's definitely a weight. He could get picked up by Killer Cross. He's like, no. Oh, we hit the 30-minute one mark.
Yeah.
But it ended in a loss. Thanks, they lost because the team was playing dirty. They're picking Killer Cross, Moose, and Austin Aries. They were playing dirty. And at the end of the thing, it was the ceasefire is over. After all that talk, they getting the jump on them. I hope the OGs get their ass whooped.
Yeah.
Y'all deserve it for what y'all did.
Yeah.
And not feeling sorry for it, motherfucker. King especially, I hope you get it, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I hope you get it. And with that said, I think we'll just leave it here. That sound good? You have some words?
Yeah, I had
some words?
Yeah. That what and you Kingston, I know you don't care about what Conan says, but you can listen to what the Godfathers say. Cause
put you in acid, bro.
Yes.
There ain't gonna be nothing left of you.
Because people still blame you for having to have a little boy.
Never bring family.
Yeah.
Never bring family. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we want to end it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. You like the content, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you can see the next video when it's uploaded. Tell us your comments down below. As always, in the description down below, I'll give a shout out and a link to my boys Xavier Hill and Mike Henry's YouTube page. And with that, next time, we'll wait till next Friday for the next Heaven Monsters podcast. With me always will be Terrence Menifee, T-Money, King of Puppies, and your boy SergDragon will be here, of course. We'll see you next week. Peace out, y'all. I haven't pushed stop yet. I got you.